You have probably watched dozens of videos of this nature, but this will be the only one you will truly need to find what you have been looking for. But I have to warn you, if you are looking for quick hookups or relationships lacking commitment and responsibility, you're wasting your time and you should stop watching this video. This is for men seeking to find one person with whom they are going to spend the rest of their lives with, as all men should. And I can say that your success will be 100% guaranteed if you strictly stick to the following rules, as this knowledge is not my own, but from the all-knowing God who created us all, whether someone likes it or not. So, if you want to be a true high-value man and attract a beautiful girl inside and out, listen carefully. This will not be easy, but the reward will be tremendous. Rule number 1. Don't chase women and focus on yourself. Do you know what is the single most repulsive thing you can do in respect to a woman? It's begging them for crumbs of their attention. Not a single girl on this planet will respect that, no matter how kind she is, as it is the complete opposite of what a man is supposed to do. So, take my advice and stop competing for their time with countless other delusional men who will be left hanging in the end. Actually, don't hang around girls at all, because you're probably not doing it for friendship, but in the hope that maybe one of them will like you back and give you her full attention and love. This is a mistake many young men make, and it leads to nothing but misery, as you will always be a third wheel, and we do not want that to happen. Rather, do what 1 in a million would do, and actually focus on building your character. Now, you have probably heard countless lies or half-truths about self-improvement, but don't worry, I will clarify it for you so that you will never again be deceived. Let me ask you a question. How can any human being possibly know what's best for them when we live on a planet where degeneracy and sin have become so common that in the end, no one can really discern good from bad anymore? It's like a patent that has been altered through time, and now it does completely opposite of what it was first intended to do. But everyone thinks that is its original purpose. The only way we can know for sure what that purpose is by asking our designer, who created us and knows exactly what's in our best interest. To do that, just take the Bible, start reading, and implement everything that God has revealed there, step by step. This book is not symbolic as many say. It should be interpreted literally. It's made as a manual, a guide for leveling up, so that you can know how to lead a fulfilling life of purpose and not wander aimlessly and be misled by every other materialistic guide. Build yourself not according to what you think you should be, but what God has always meant for you to be. Become a man incapable of being manipulated by disciplining yourself and constructing an impregnable and winner mindset. This is only possible if you mold yourself to God's will. Rule number 2. Start a business. This part is directly related to the first. So in order to become a man worthy of respect, you must be capable of providing. It doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire, but you should start a business through which you will be able to support the whole family, without your wife having to work. Have you ever wondered why women act like men in this day and age? Contrary to what many would say, it's simply because she is forced to do what a true man should, by being the head of the family and carrying the financial burden by himself. You must have seen examples of this, maybe in your family, or your relatives, or your friends, where wife is constantly arguing and not being obedient to her husband. It's always the fault of that man. She doesn't respect him because he doesn't have the strength of character to silence her, and because he is not capable of providing. This creates a disharmony in family and forces women to do something she's not designed to do, not spiritually, not emotionally, not physically. Woman's first duty is to care for children, and you should relieve her of any unnecessary work by being strong and dependable. So don't blame it on woman and become a man worthy of respect by completing first two steps. They are essential. Rule number 3. Pray to God. This step is crucial because without the help of the Lord, you will not get anywhere. So through this whole process, you should pray to God to help you and give you strength to prevail. But I want to focus on a specific thing here. When you finish first two steps and you feel spiritually, emotionally, and in every other way ready for marriage, you should then commence with third step. I want you to write on a piece of paper what would you like for your future wife to be like. I'm mainly talking about her spiritual traits, like submissiveness, shyness, or mercifulness. Whatever trait you would like your wife to have, write it and pray to God with all your heart to fulfill your wish. And I guarantee, if you have taken seriously everything we have talked about here, it will come your way. Try it. You won't be disappointed. Rule number 4. Analyze her. God has heard your prayer, and you meet a beautiful girl. You get to know her and think that she's the one you have been looking for. Now is the time to take a deep breath and to keep both eyes wide open, as demons might try to mislead you and make you only think with your emotions instead of seeing her for who she really is. Figure out if she puts God before anything else, for if she doesn't, she isn't a wife material. Also, one of the most important questions you should ask yourself is, do you want your future kids to be like this woman? She will be their mother and will have the biggest impact on their upbringing. If answer is yes, you're ready to commence to the next step. Rule number 5. Observe her family. It is very important to observe how her family behaves, especially her mother, as she probably had the biggest impact on her upbringing. Look how her mother treats her father. Does she respect him? Does she fulfill her roles in the family? Is she God-fearing? The dynamic between her mother and father is most likely the model she will try to bring to your home. Remember, apple does not fall far from the tree. Rule number 6. Ask your family about her. We all think we know everything when we are young, and we make fatal mistakes because of that mindset. Cast aside that arrogance. As the Bible says, where there is no counsel, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So guided by this wisdom, you should ask your family members, especially your parents, what they think of her, and listen to their counsel. You're still young and inexperienced after all. Now, that doesn't mean you should just accept everything they say blindly, as they themselves may not have developed their spiritual eyesight, in spite of their age. But if your mother respects and is obedient to your father, that means you should listen carefully, as their marriage is a success, and they will truly have something insightful to say. But if not, ask your uncle or a father of your friend who meets the criteria. He will evaluate her impartially and without emotions involved. Listen to him, for he will notice things that you won't. If you follow these instructions that were given to us by our Father in heaven, you will be given a woman that is worth far more than diamonds, and certainly worthy of you, because a good woman is a gift from God. Don't forget that. We encourage you to visit our website dedicated to Christianity-based life coaching. Our team of coaches is here to assist you in dealing with a wide range of spiritual problems, including addiction, depression, lust, and many others. Simply select the plan that best suits your needs and contact our coach for further information. Link is down in the description. You can check out our merch as well by clicking link in the description.